Hi guys, welcome to this newest video. My name is Johan, I'm an UC architect at ITQ. Together with me is a very special guest, David Bieneman from Liquidware. David?
Hey Johan.
Welcome in our Lightboard studio.
Love it.
David's going to tell something about Liquidware solutions, and one of the challenges we are facing at customers is delivery of profiles, policies, and applications. So, David, could you explain something about those solutions that you could offer?
Yep, absolutely. Liquidware specializes in decoupling the persona, the applications, the data, the policy from the delivery mechanism, so that we can deploy that same types of things, applications, data, policy, persona, to a physical machine, to different types of VDI or RDSH implementations, even when you're using the cloud.
Right.
So you can dynamically assign those profiles, personas, and applications to any of those delivery mechanisms from one central repository.
Cool. So how does that look like?
Sure. Well, you've got a PC, of course.
Yeah.
Inevitably, you have some VDI, of course, and you also have some RDSH.
Right.
For specific applications, or even a full desktop. It depends, right? The use cases are wide, varied.
Maybe even DOS?
Absolutely. You've got DAS, right? It's up and coming.
Yeah.
Right? So you've got all these different delivery mechanisms. Oftentimes the user doesn't know, doesn't even care which one they're on.
Right.
They think they're on a PC, and of course with the technology available today, they're supposed to only think they're on the PC.
Right.
But oftentimes they're launching these different sessions, remote sessions, and they're not even aware of it. They're only aware of it if they don't have something that's the same coming across all the time.
Right.
Then it becomes a negative user experience.
Yeah.
And so it's been our job to decouple those components and essentially locate them and then allow them to dynamically apply with context-aware rules to any of the areas the user's logging in without the user having to think about it.
So with the best user experience possible at that certain moment in time and location and context.
In context,
yeah,
and
right,
also
yeah.
the best admin experience, right? So the admin doesn't have to go around and make sure they checked all the boxes and all the right group policies and all the right spots.
Cool. Right.
So, and some of those things are, let's take a look at them, the persona. Okay, so you've got the user persona, very important, obviously, to have a good experience. You've got applications. Really need follow me applications. If you don't have the app somewhere, then you're not going to get your job done. You're going to have a bad day.
Yeah, true.
You've got the policy behind it, which really dictates user experience and security. If you don't check the right boxes on policy on accident somewhere, you leave yourself a hole, you're exposed.
Right.
We don't want that, right? And of course, you've got data. You need data to be able to access your data. So these components, we decouple them from this kind of monolithic PC.
Right.
Or from the one delivery mechanism VDI, or from the RDSH mechanism. And then now when you move to DAS, you want the same things to flow over there, but you don't want to have to set them up each time in a stovepipe way, one monolithic way.
Yeah.
So we centrally locate these. We'll take the persona, we'll put the persona in the central, and we'll take the applications. With our product, of course, we use one app per layer, so you can mix and match.
Oh, really? So it's a single app in one layer only?
Yeah, so and with the persona, it's similar. It's a single persona, split up. Every different rule that saves different things with the persona is its own archive.
Right.
So we take those different archives, and we only apply the right archives to the right operating system that matches that context, because you can't just take a persona and apply it to any operating system, the full persona. Pieces of the persona apply to different operating systems. Some pieces may not.
Right.
So the operating system, we take the persona and we break it up into pieces, and it's applied to each operating system. The apps, they're all broken up into individual layers as well. You can mix and match those to any of these delivery mechanisms. And then as well as the policy itself was sitting in group policy on different organizational units, the security lockdowns, the application restrictions, the rights management. Instead of putting those in group policy on each organizational unit for each of these delivery mechanisms, again, they're centrally located and they follow the user. So wherever the user logs in, they get those. And for instance, the data can be relocated to data syncing technologies that go support S3, support GCP, support Azure. So if you're using VMW on AWS or VMW on Azure, we can take the data and get it over to that blob storage or the S3 storage. So it's native. You don't have to have a VPC going back to your data center through a VPN. it goes natively off of where the compute is to where the storage is.
And
so we do that with data too.
Right, so you cannot only do that with data, right? You could take the persona or the policies from the cloud as well.
Absolutely. The persona, the apps, the persona, the policy, the data today.
Right.
And in Q3, the apps will be running also
Really?
off the
Wow.
object-based storage.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
And that does work, well, obviously on these 4 types of, let's call them devices that you would work on, virtual devices.
Sure.
Or physical ones. But it's also OS independent, right? So we could still work on those Windows 7 type of customers, but also like 2016 and Windows 10, obviously.
Absolutely. Windows 7, Windows 2016, your Windows 10, the different flavors of 10. With our solution, that one persona can move through all the different flavors of 10. You're not having to have different application or different personas. Same thing if you have mobile device, actually. A lot of times your mobile device isn't big enough for you to actually push a screen to, but you actually have a native application on that mobile device that could read the data if only you could get to it. Well, Profile Unity has a great sync engine and can store data on the object-based storage, as we were saying. So your mobile device now, you could add mobile here. Your mobile device now can be accessing data right off of that S3 or off of that blob storage.
Right.
And then we can get that data over there for you. So that's now in the cloud as well. And now you can use a native application on this device to access that data in the cloud.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, David, thank you for explaining this to us. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.